Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your holiday weekend. We also have your boredom busters coming up, but first, our top story. 2 people walked away from a crash involving a small plane at the Luverne, Minnesota Municipal Airport Friday morning. The Rock County Sheriff's Office says an instructor pilot from Indiana and a student pilot from Humboldt, South Dakota were practicing landings at the airport when the single-engine Cessna flipped onto its roof. Weather conditions at the time of the crash included light rain and crosswinds. The Oglala Sioux Tribe Department of Public Safety is lowering the speed limit on a road into Kyle, South Dakota. This comes after several serious crashes on Sharps Road over the past year. They're hoping the lower speed limit will prevent tragedies from happening in the future.
Is there something that we can do in that area to kind of maybe mitigate the crashes? And what ended up happening is they ended up putting a 45-mile-an-hour speed zone in there for roughly about a mile in that area. So it dropped the speed limit from 65 miles an hour to 45 miles an hour.
Local residents say they're glad to see the lower speed limit because it will protect children who ride a school bus on that route. Our recent rain and snow is helping ease some of the wildfire danger in South Dakota. Yankton County lifted its burn ban this morning. The county issued the ban on March 17th.
With our busy lake area, we have a lot of CRP in the county, so just precautionary. But for the most part, most people are respectable to that not burning.
Yankton County deputies issued tickets to at least 7 people who violated the burn ban over the past week. A ticket can come with a fine up to $500. South Dakota farmers and ranchers always get a little nervous when cold and wet weather arrives during calving season. Newborn calves can be vulnerable during weather extremes. That's why Corey and Jackson Schrag of Marion, South Dakota, check on their herd at least 3 times a day to make sure the calves are warm and dry.
This weekend obviously is posing some challenges with the cold rain and the wet, and so now we're just taking extra care of the baby calves, making sure they have a dry place to lay, kind of getting them out of the wind and out of the rain, out of the elements for the weekend.
As many as 150 calves being born this spring. They say the record high price of beef makes the loss of even just 1 calf a big financial blow to them. Let's go to check the forecast now with meteorologist Jalen Borison in the Storm Center. Good morning, Jalen.
Good morning, Perry, and good morning, KELOLAND. It has been another active start to our day. We still have winter storm warnings across northern KELOLAND and further to the south. Winter weather advisories as we expect less snow in that area, but those winds are going to pick up as we head into this afternoon. So it's going to create some concerns for blowing snow on roads that are already pretty slick. So make sure you stay weather aware today, especially here in eastern KELOLAND. And our highs still going to be below average, 41 in Sioux Falls, 37 in Marshall, 36 in Aberdeen, and then we'll dry out in western South Dakota, 52 in Rapid City and 53 in Pine Ridge. And then tonight, quiet skies across the area. Going to be a much calmer night compared to the last few. Here in Sioux Falls, 27 degrees. Lighter winds from the northwest as well as in Aberdeen, 25 there, 27 in Pierre, and 32 in Rapid City. And then for your Easter Sunday, more sunshine returns with temperatures slightly warming up, but then we'll cool off again for the start of the week. We'll take a look at our roller coaster of weather coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you very much, Jalen. 4 Sanford Health employees were honored Friday for saving lives in 2 separate emergencies. In December of 2024, Jerry Mosier was on a treadmill training for a hike before he went into cardiac arrest. Luckily for him, 2 Sanford employees who are recognized for their quick action were there to help.
It was a true Christmas miracle that year for my family and I. So I think about that day every day, and it just, you wake up and just go, wow, it could have went the other way.
Also recognized Friday were Macy Michelson and Cheryl Schreiber. They helped save a man who had collapsed in January of this year. Purchasing a ticket to tonight's Sioux Falls Stampede hockey team will help out a statewide after-school program. Girls on the Run helps 3rd through 8th graders build their social and emotional skills along with physical health. Every ticket purchased through a special link will donate $5 to the program and get you a seat to Kids Night for the Stampede.
Kids take over, so everything from a junior PA to being on the radio to a junior referee to a junior coach. We've got positions that kids are going to get an opportunity to come to the rink and be part of.
We posted how to buy tickets under this story on KELOLAND.com. Now, tonight's game against the Waterloo Blackhawks is the regular season finale for the Stampede. The puck drops at the Denny Sanford Premier Center at 6:05. There's no shortage of Easter egg hunts taking place in KELOLAND. They include, but are not limited to, the Great Plains Zoo at 11 a.m., Sanford Diamonds at 11, We Rock the Spectrum Kids Gym at 9 o'clock, Spellerberg Park at 1 p.m., downtown Luverne, Minnesota at 11:30, the City Park at Elkton at 11, and Venture Elementary in T at 3 p.m. Families are invited to pose with the Easter Bunny at the Empire Mall. Photo sessions are taking place at Center Court from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can book a time through the mall's website, otherwise walk-ups are also welcome. The Winter Farmers Market is winding down for the season. It's taking place from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Mosaic Arts and Events in Sioux Falls. Next Saturday is the final day of the indoor market. Jalen?
It is going to be another day with a chance for snow showers and rain showers as well here in the Sioux Falls area. But Easter Sunday looking to be much better. Plenty of sunshine, breezier winds, but not quite as windy as today. 57 for high, and then we fall back into the 40s on Monday. Partly cloudy skies. Wednesday we get a nice warm up, 67. A little breezy with chances for rain showers arriving for the last half of the week. And in Aberdeen, sunshine for your Easter Sunday, 44 degrees, still below average for this time of year, and will stay that way until closer to the middle of the week, 55 on Wednesday, and then chances for rain there as well for the last half of the week. And in the Pierre area, sunshine on Sunday, 53 degrees. More clouds move in on Monday and will dip back into the 40s before jumping into the 60s for Wednesday, with some breezier winds, partly cloudy skies, and more wet weather potentially for the last half of the weekend. In Rapid City, 57 on Sunday, breezier there. The winds calm down on Monday, and then it'll be a cooler day. Similar story there as well as we warm up for the middle of the week, 67 on Tuesday and more 60s on Wednesday before a cool down as we go into Thursday and the weekend with both rain and snow chances.